Good morning everyone. Hope kila mtu ako poa, niko poa. Niko Geshagi. I'm going somewhere. That's why you can see me, I'm moving, I'm not sitting in one place. Well, I want to tell you why I did not finish my contract in Qatar, or why I did not stay long in Qatar. And this is number one reason. Or no, let me not start by the reasons. Let me start by my personal struggle when it comes to working for somebody. I like somebody who respects me, somebody who will create a friendly environment for me to work for them. Yes, if you're not going to create that, I ain't gonna work for you. And that's what made me not to stay in Qatar. Well, going to Qatar, it was a drastic change from me. I stopped everything I was doing here home and I decided, you know what, I'm going back to Gulf. I think I need some space and a space not to answer some question everybody who was asking me about. Then I was tired of staying home. I've been away for so long, and if you have been away, you can realize that coming back home and settling is not easy. So I decided I think I need a space and I flew out. Well, troubles of going to Qatar started from the day one of flying from my country, because we ended up missing our flight and staying in it our connecting airplane to Qatar. So from Nairobi to Qatar, we are left. So we had to stay 3 days in Ethiopia, which was an opportunity for us, golden opportunity, because I had a chance to explore Ethiopia. Then another thing, it's upon arrival, I was picked from the airport by one stupid Indian driver from the company. Manpower priority, the one that is near Viraggio. The driver you have is very nasty, and I'm not afraid to say that. When he picked me from the airport, when I saw it's an Indian, I knew it was my employer. The same with Saudi Arabia, because my employer picked me from the airport. So even I knew the same thing with Qatar. So when I saw the Indian guy, I knew, God, this was the worst mistake I made. But since nimejileta, I have to work. Upon going to the car, there was a lady sitting there. And guess what? I thought it's the wife. Maybe tuko nilijionea Qatar. I've never seen that. Huh? Caressing, touching, romancing in front of me. Such that when we reached at the accommodation, he told me there is another Kenyan, so don't be afraid. But because of what I saw in the car, I was in fear. Thank God I found a lady by the name Mercy. Mercy now she's in Dubai, and I thank God for her. The first question I asked her, Mercy, are we safe here? And she laughed, because I found everybody is sleeping, and she asked why, because I told her what went on there, and she told me, don't worry, it's safe. So I stayed. So the first employer came, the following day we went to the office. The first employer came and picked me, my sponsor Yani. And upon reaching there, I found a Kenyan lady who had stayed there for 1 month. And I was so happy and excited. Guess what? I've never wanted to work in Gulf where I am alone. And thanks God, I've always worked with my fellow Kenyans. So I found that Kenyan lady. I asked her how the employer is. She told me this and this, so you have to humiliate and everything. And I said, this talk is not my first time to work, so we will see. Guess what? I stayed for 5 days. the month end. So my lady, she had stayed for 1 month, so she got paid almost 1,000 Qatar riyal, and she needed to send that money urgently home, and she needed to use M-Pesa services. And when she explained to the employer, you know what the employer did? He said, okay, we are going to the bank. Trust me, she did not take her to the bank. She took her from the house straight to the accommodation, to the office. When she came back, like an idiot, she came smiling at me. And she told me, you know what? I took a friend back to the office because I don't want her. She did not imagine my reaction, because I said, why did she wrong? Because I knew she did nothing to deserve to be taken back to the office. And she said, no, I don't want her. I will find another lady like you. You're just small. You don't know things. I've stayed with several house help. I know them. So I will find another girl. And I said, it's either you go bring her back or you take me also back to the office. And she said, why? You came to work alone, so you don't have to go back because I've just taken her back. And I said, no, it's either you go bring her back home or you take me to the office. She tried to call all the neighbors, all her relatives, to talk to me, to stop me from going to the office and work for her. But I said no. How sure was I that the way she treated that lady is not the way she could have treated me? That's my fellow Kenyan. You don't do like that. So I told her, guess what? I'm picking up my bags. And she told me, pack her things, I will take them to the office. And I said, okay, I'm packing also together with mine. And that's what I did. And I came to realize that most people are taken back to the office without their properties. You either lose them, because even if you keep calling them, oh, bring my luggage, they will not bring their, trust me, or they will bring half of your luggage. So I packed everything for us and we went back to the office. One day, because I had a good CV of staying with one family for all those years, so upon being posted, I got another sponsor quickly. So I stayed one day in the office. The following day, I was picked. And because I had said I don't want to work with the babies, so all my employers were coming, old couple. And I was okay with it. So she took me, I went there, I stayed for a month. But like 3 weeks, we did not stay with our employer, the madam. She's from Kuwait, so she had gone back to her family to visit. So I was left with the wife of her firstborn. And my relationship with her was not good. Why? Because once I finish my work, she wants me to help her to work. Something that did not sit with me well. If I'm done with my work, you're not my employer, you're not supposed to give me extra job. And I stayed like that. I stated with broadly like that. Hamtanitumia, no. So when the mother came back, I stayed like 2 days when the salary came, and she took me back to the office, and I said yes. Another thing, her grandchildren. She has a lot of grandchildren. A lot of them. Trust me when I say a lot. Not 1, not 10, more. So when they come home, you know the mess the babies do. And they're at home almost every single day. The mess they're doing, I'm supposed to clean up despite them coming with their house help. So I could not take it in. And I decided, okay, you have decided to take me back to the office, take me. I'm not forcing anybody to stay with me for work, no. So I went back to the office. I got another employer after 2 days because I had already stayed like almost 2 months. I had no ikama because no employer could have processed my working passport, no ikama, ID card, without sure of that I will stay with them for the end to finish my contract. And so I stayed there. I went back to hospital for the second test, and after second test, So I got another employer. I stayed 1 year, 1 month. And I decided enough is enough. The family was not that bad, not good. I can say it's fair, 50-50. I was not expecting angels like the ones in Saudi Arabia. So I was expecting 50-50. But there was this lady of my employer that we were not rhyming at all. So one day I got angry with her because of my phone. My phone, don't forget that I work with it every place, every corner of that compound. And I guess she had just a bad day. And it happened, I was also tired of working. And when she told me, take back your phone to the room, you're not supposed to bring it here. And I said, I'm not taking it back. And we start fighting there. She said, take it back. And I said, guess what? I'm not begging to stay here. I'm older than you, even if I'm a househead. You got to respect me. Your mom has no issue with the phone. Who are you? Who are you? And so we got to a huge fight. She called her mom, she called her dad. Her dad, unfortunately, was not near. So her mother came, she asked me, what is the problem? She said, it's the phone. I said, you always see my phone. Do you talk? No. Do you say anything? No. Why today? Because your daughter, she said, and she asked you why I have it here. That's why you're talking to me. And I said, guess what? I want to go home. And she told me, just go pick your bag. You go. Aliambia mtu alikuwa amechoka, who needed to go home. And I said, yes, give me a minute. I did not even take shower. Just changed my clothes, took my bag and straight, Yella, come check if I have taken anything from this house and let me go. And she said, oh, Baba is not here, so go back to the room, you wait tomorrow. Her sister, she came, she begged me, oh, please stay. I said, no, I'm tired, I want to go home. And she told me, there is corona, there is no flights, how will you travel? And I said, no, there is no corona in my country and the flights are free to enter my country. And I said, guess what, I'm going, I'm not staying. She said, okay, sit down, sleep today, tomorrow once your anger is finished, we can talk. And I said, no, there is nothing like talking back. I have said I want to go home. So the following day came, Baba came, talked to me. He said, he asked me what's the problem. I explained, and he told me, now what have you made? Have you made up your mind you want to go or to stay? And I said to him, I want to go. Definitely it was sad for him, but he had nothing to do because I had made my choice. I either pay my ticket or they pay. Either way, I was to go. So he said, I have to go for corona test. I went. That same day I went for corona, he bought me the air ticket, and that's how the following day on 2nd November, I flew back home. But that was not the first time I fought with that lady. I mean, within the family, there is always that one who always feel like he's the head of the family among the siblings. She used to command everybody. Even her mother was scared of her. Anything she said, it's either her way or no. And so, guess what? Nyenyo coffee. I said no. East or west, home is the best. I never killed anybody home that I'm afraid to go, and I straight went home. And that's how I did not stay in Qatar. Okay, continue subscribing to my channel. Thank you for support. I want your continuous support, and that way this journey I will keep up with. Until next time, goodbye.